We have some big news as Arch Manning commits to Texas. This quick reaction video is part of Horn Sports' Longhorns coverage. We appreciate all of your support. So to begin, yes, this video is about Arch Manning, the 2023 five-star quarterback who is the top-rated recruit in the 2023 recruiting cycle. Commits to the Longhorns. He's out of New Orleans, Isidore Newman School, and has some family ties that you all are probably much aware of already at this point, and Peyton and Eli Manning being his uncle and Archie Manning being his grandfather. All great NFL quarterbacks at their point in time, but obviously now retired. And some career stats for Arch at the high school level so far via Max Preps: 5,731 passing yards, 72 passing touchdowns to just 18 interceptions. And next I have some strengths and things that we want to see from Arch at the college level. It's still early, you got to wait till signing day. But strengths is the first thing is that he's proven to be a student of the game. A lot of reporters have noted that he asks a lot of great questions, goes to his uncles, which are a great resource when you have some sort of football questions. So he's always trying to improve and, really try to outsmart the opponent. Peyton, one of the NFL's most kind of brainiac quarterbacks, the general back there in the shotgun, not a bad resource to go to. But then also what you like to see from Arch in his film is that he has playmaking ability at the quarterback position. He's good at extending plays that would otherwise have a short shelf life. Now, don't get me wrong here. Arch can extend the plays, but he is not going to be very mobile outside of the pocket. So no Lamar Jackson out there in terms of speed, but he is a definite and as true of the definition of the word of pocket passer as you can get. Now, the things I'd like to see him improve on or just prove in general is that obviously a lot of people are going to associate him being the top recruit with his last name. He doesn't have to be Peyton or Eli in order to be successful in football, but he's going to have a lot of naysayers that he's going to have to prove otherwise that he is the real deal. And can he win at the college level? Obviously, Texas hasn't been back, sorry Longhorns fans, in quite some time, despite a semi-recent Sugar Bowl win over Georgia. But since then, things have not been pretty. Can Arch lead the team back in the right direction? Obviously, there's some time before he will even have to be tasked with being the starting quarterback for Longhorns, but we'll see. Another thing I wanted to point out in terms of pros that I've seen from his tape is that in terms of extending plays, he does that, but he also does a good job of putting the ball in spots where only his receiver can make the play. And if they can't make the play, it's usually out of bounds or, a low pass that's not going to get intercepted, which is always good to see. At Isidore Newman, there isn't too many athletes by any nature. He's had a good receiver and then tight end Will Randall, who just committed to Texas a couple of days ago, which probably was a writing on the wall situation there as they're good friends and he's been his top target in terms of receptions last year. So he's got a little bit to work with, but by no means known as a athletic school in New Orleans. So Arch, I believe, went 7-3 last year and was not a better team than it was the year prior, where they, I believe, just lost one game, and that was in the playoffs. But yet again, Arch has had experience in the pocket. I believe he's been starting or at least playing significant playing time the last 3 years. Now, the real question here, is there going to be a domino effect? I know Longhorns fans have seen already at this point that Reuben Owens, the five-star 2023 running back, the top running back in the country out of El Campo, Texas, committed to Louisville. Still far away from signing day. Will he eventually flip his commitment? I wouldn't be betting on it, but it's still possible. But obviously Texas has a lot of other big targets that they're after throughout the state, obviously, and the nation. Will Arch be enough to sway some of these targets that are kind of on the edge or border with Texas to lean in favor of going to the 40 acres? We'll see, but obviously that's Steve Sarkisian's job, so we'll just have to wait and see. But what do you guys think of this big commitment from Arch Manning, the number one player in the country? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.